Guys, I just became my own boss. Today was my last day at work and I even brought some cookies for my coworkers. And now I somehow have to figure out how I'm gonna handle this new pet of mine, how to be a solopreneur. And because it's me, I already have 3 steps figured out and I'm gonna share them with you. But first, it's time for some vacation! Woo! So what would you even do if you quit your job and you only had like 100 subs on YouTube and you obviously couldn't rely on that? So maybe the question is, was my decision to hurry it and I shouldn't do that? Well, I just say nah, because I really wanted to do this for like 10 years and I have some big projects laid down for the next year, and also I want to focus my attention more to the courses I've been doing, because I already have like 2,000 students on Udemy for my screenwriting course that I filmed in the basement during lockdown when I haven't had any access to cool locations, so that's pretty good. And I also did like a beta version of my half live, half recorded course, and that was pretty successful too. So I think now is the time to advance this and make it more accessible for everyone, so you can learn too. The thing that I was trying to tell you now was I want to tell you those 3 steps that I told you about at the beginning of the video, and I think they are pretty cool and are going to be helpful for your learning and your goals too. So yeah, let's do this. What are the 3 steps I'm going to follow on this entrepreneurship path? So step number 1 is obviously follow your passion, but first you have to figure it out, and I can help you that with my previous video. And because when you know what your passion is, you're gonna go through it even though if there are hard days and when you can go bankrupt or when it feels like nobody's listening or supporting you, you're just gonna be able to go forward because you're gonna know what your passion is and what you want to do in life. So yeah, that's number 1, your passion. So number 2 is connected to your passion, because it simply means that you have to try out and see if you can earn something with your passion before you quit your day job. So yeah, you probably figured out that I'm one of those people that like to have a safety net, so-called. But that's also because I'm not only taking care about myself at the moment, but also my wife, and I have to pay rent and other expenses. So you cannot just jump into cold water unless if you're living with your parents. That would be easy and you can do that too. So you just have to figure out what your passion is and if you can earn something for it, because we live in the era where we can create our own jobs, and it's not only like you have to study this or that to become this or that profession, or you have to go to school to be a filmmaker. No, not really, right? A lot of stuff you can learn yourself with help from online tutors, mentors. You can have classmates from all over the world. You can do whatever you want. You can create your job. You know, like 20 years ago, nobody was thinking about that YouTube can be a job, that a YouTuber can be a profession. But there's a lot of YouTubers who earn a solid salary just from doing what they love. You know, you can do that too. Maybe I'll be one of those people at some point, even though I'm a filmmaker, but you know, content creation and YouTube is in a way filmmaking, so might do that. We'll see. And number 3 is something that I already mentioned. In number 2, it's get yourself a mentor or a course where you can learn those skills, but not only skills about the stuff that your passion is about, but also the skills about the business, about money, about how you can make your passion your money-making machine. You know, we're not talking about being a millionaire. I mean, if you want to be, you can be, but we're talking about having a solid pay, a solid salary, where you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. You know, you can buy this and that and not worry about how you cannot afford this spaghetti or something. You know, you can be what you want to be, but obviously you have to work for it. So also, why would you work for other people if you can work this for yourself? Just think about it. Okay guys, it's getting pretty cold outside, and that's why I'm gonna go inside and have a cup of tea and continue this video there, because my hands are already freezing and I cannot hold the camera anymore. But just for the end of this shot, I want to be inside the frame with this guy that's pretty big. See you in a few. Welcome to my tea party. Let's continue with the goals that I set for myself for this year already. And the first goal is that I want to work on my course. I want to finish filming it and start promoting it. The second goal is I want to have like 20 videos on YouTube, on my new channel, the one that you're watching now. At the beginning I was planning I would be doing more, like one per week, but I just figured out that the course is such a big project that I simply will not have time to do that. So my goal is to have at least 20 videos till the end of the year. And number 3 is that I need a mentor, and I'm going to work with a mentor for business and marketing. I think this is already in place and going forward, so my goals are already working. They're in motion. At the moment I have no monetary or subscribers goals, because I want to build a cool base for myself and for my business, and I will work on that from the new year on, so from 2022. Yeah, hopefully that's going to be a better year than this year, but we'll see. Obviously we don't know. So what do you think? Do you think I can achieve those goals till the end of December? I think so, because they're already in motion, but yeah, let me know if you feel chatty. Also, now that you know that YouTube is going to be an important part in my business growing, I would also invite you to subscribe to this channel if you're not already, because I've seen in the Google Analytics that majority of people watching those videos are not my subscribers. So welcome, subscribe, and we'll see each other soon. Thanks for watching, in se vidimo! I'm doing that now. I am doing that.